Azhar bhai, what led you to give us the green signal for this film? Why did you want us to make this?
Very tough ask. Actually, I really wanted to clarify the events which occurred in my life. Actually, the press has been calling it as biopic, but I would like to stress that it is not a biopic. It is a film which is made on the events which have happened or occurred during my playing days at that point of time. I just wanted to clarify to the people that whatever has been said, I've gone through a lot. I mean, like so many years. It took 12 years to get to the case, and after that, when we won the case, then I thought when Ika approached me, first of all, I was not very sure about it, but then I think it took a lot of persuasion from a lot of people. Then I discussed with so many people. I discussed with one of my best friends here, Anshulva. I want to thank him also. I mean, he was very instrumental in me saying yes to that.
अजय का किरदार निभाते वक्त आपके लिए सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या था और शूटिंग से पहले आपने क्या क्या प्रैक्टिस की थी?
देखिए बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस थे जब हम रिसर्च कर रहे थे तो ऑब्वियसली जब फ़ोन कॉल आया जब एकता ने मुझे फ़ोन किया तो मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई कि इन पे इनकी लाइफ में फिल्म बन रही है लेकिन तभी उसके बाद वो खुशी कहीं डर में बदल गई क्योंकि इनकी लाइफ इतनी इवेंटफुल रही है एक तो इम्बाइबिंग अ कैरेक्टर ऑन स्क्रीन जो फिल्म देखने वाले हैं जिस तरह बात करते हैं जिस तरह चलते हैं और जो मेन चीज़ थी वो थी उनकी क्रिकेटिंग स्किल्स क्योंकि मैं इतना अच्छा क्रिकेटर नहीं हूँ आई मीन हम सब इंडियंस हैं तो यहाँ पे बैट बॉल रख दो तो हम सब खेलें वी स्टार्ट प्लेइंग इट बट एक फॉर्म जो है एक टेक्निकलिटी जो है वो मुझ में नहीं था लेकिन अजहर भाई हैज़ बीन वेरी पेशेंट उन्होंने मुझे 2-3 महीने तक ट्रेनिंग दी एंड ही मेड इट अ लॉट ईजियर
The trailer really looks amazing, it has a mix of everything, basically what you all want to show through his life and through his journey till now.
Yes.
What has been your family's reaction to the trailer, to your look?
Well, they're going to see it. They're going to see, everyone's going to see it soon. But I'm sure they're going to love it. Because like you said, it has everything in it. It has, the look of the film, the emotion. And this is where we were, actually this was a huge responsibility on, I think, the entire team, that we were putting his life down on celluloid. And that's a huge responsibility. Eventually, there is an audience for whom we're making the film. But for me, it would be a battle won if, whenever Azhar Bhai sees the film, when the lights dim in the theater, and he watches the film and he comes out and says, you've done me proud. And this is how I would envision my life. That would be the best, bit of praise that I can get for the film. So I'm waiting for that day when he sees the first copy, which should be out soon.
What was that one lesson you learned from Azhar's life?
I think apart from the film, it's just when I met him, obviously I have idolized him for the longest time. I had seen him in the 80s and 90s. And what struck me when I met him, and we were doing the research, and I had actually compiled 100 questions for him, and I used to keep bugging him every day with these questions, and I just felt that here there was a man who was extremely frank about the way he has been, he's led his life, and it's just sometimes you want to see yourself the way you want to see yourself, not in reality, and he was extremely cordial, he was extremely frank about those things, and a very, very sensitive person. Those are the things I admire about Azhar Bhai, and I've spent a lot of time with him over the past 1.5 years, and a lot of things can be said, but these are the two things: a very frank person and a very sensitive person.
And any similarity you find between you and Azhar Bhai?
Well, I've tried to imbibe the similarities. I don't know.
Big shot.
Big shot. That was the toughest actually. My wrists, I had to ice them every day because it was very tough. I used to work out, I used to lift weights, and because Azhar Bhai used to not lift weights, he said that he's against that when you were playing at that time. And there was a certain agility and a flexibility, so I had to detrain for 3 months and just train to get that flick shot. So it took me 4 months to get that, so it's almost a choreographed action, and we eventually got it.
Imran, there were reports that your family was not happy with the first poster.
That's not true. Like I gave the quote today, maybe it was misconstrued when I said they were shocked. That doesn't mean they didn't like it. They were surprised and in a nice way, because that's what my wife told me in the morning. She loved the poster. She found it very unique, and she said she definitely wants to see the film.
Even when this matchfixing scandal broke out way back in the 90s and when Azhar's name got embroidered in it, what was your reaction? Did you at that time believe that Azhar is innocent?
No, I didn't. You see, the thing is, there were fans of Azhar Bhai that gave him the support that he obviously deserved at that point of time. There are also certain people that like to jump the gun and play judge, jury, and executioner when they say that, okay, probably he has done it. But they didn't even follow the court case, and eventually it was kind of a vindication when he won the court case. So I believe in following a certain, the way the law has to function, let it take its course. And that happens not just with him, it's happened with every celebrity, every sports person around the world. It's very high profile and people do reach their own judgment, which I think is extremely unfair. You should let the court have its hearing and then decide. We might not agree with the court's verdict, but we have to accept it.
No, unfortunately I didn't get to meet Sangeeta, but I did watch her films, and with the help of the team here, I learned about the stories that went on, and of course we have the internet, so I can research now, which I love the internet. So I used all of that to imbibe her character. Or I did my best, I hope I.
अजहर जी की फर्स्ट टाइम से मिले थे आपको जब ये रोल दिया गया था, और ये सेकंड फिल्म है आपकी इमरान जी के साथ. आयरनी गेट्स बेटर. जी मैं मिली हूँ नौरीन से, एंड एक्चुअली ऑनेस्टली पहले मेरे लिए आई थिंक इट वाज अ लिटिल स्कैरी व्हेन आई गॉट टू नो दैट आई हैव टू प्ले नौरीन, बिकॉज उनके बारे में कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन कहीं पर अवेलेबल नहीं है. सो आई हैड टू कम्प्लीटली रिलाई ऑन द सोर्सेज through of course Tony, whatever that I got to know about her. पर उनसे मिलने के बाद honestly मेरे जितने भी presumptions थे, it just got clear like completely, absolutely. So I think after meeting her, I'm completely in awe with her. I think she's way more a lovely person than I imagined her to be. And उनके जितने भी characteristics है, I tried to imbibe them in the film. I mean, बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी जो मुझे लगी कि जैसे मुझे बोला गया था कि वो बहुत आई थिंक शाय है, बहुत कम बोलते हैं, मगर ऐसा नहीं है. आई थिंक शी हैज़ अ ब्यूटिफुल गेज व्हेन शी टॉक्स, एंड देयर वर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट आई ऑब्जर्व. सो आई एम वेरी ग्लैड दैट आई एक्चुअली गॉट टू मीट हर. एंड या
आपने इमरान जी को ही क्यों चुना इस रोल के लिए? मतलब इतने सारे इमेज के खिलाफ, मतलब खिलाफ जाके आपने चुना है, उनकी जो इमेज है, तो कुछ खास देखा आपने?
I think Imran is one of the most amazing actors I worked with. बहुत अच्छे उम्दा इंसान है, और एक controversial yet good-hearted cricketer का रोल अगर कोई कर सकता है, and who has the mass India even today in love with him, it would have been one of the Khans or Imran. So we chose Imran.
क्रिकेटर की लाइफ पर बेस्ड फिल्में दो आ रही हैं, तो कंपटीशन हो सकता है आपस में?
कंपटीशन देखिए, वो अलग फिल्म है, ये अलग फिल्म है, बिल्कुल आप कंपैरिजन नहीं कर सकते. मैं जहाँ तक मैं सोचता हूँ कि कंपैरिजन नहीं होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उन लोग अपनी फिल्म बना रहे हैं, हम हमारी फिल्म बनाएं, तो हम हमारी फिल्म के बारे में बात करेंगे ताकि
Pakistan will release this film because there are references to Pakistan, and every time there is a reference to Pakistan, they get very jittery. Like for instance, it happened in Nirja and a lot of other films. How do you see it?
So every serial of mine released in Pakistan, it does better there. So I don't think there'll be a problem, because I don't think there's one reference against Pakistan. So except for what you saw in the promo, which is not really a reference against Pakistan, I think Pakistan will revel in this film because it's about cricket. It's about a loved cricketer who's been loved universally.